just for the sake of full transparency, this trip is already off to a great start. I somehow managed to forget my hiking boots, so I'll be making this trip in cowboy boots that sort of don't really fit me. They're kind of too loose, they don't have great ankle support, and I know that there isn't really a path for this first leg of the journey, so I'll be stumbling through the undergrowth in shoes with weak ankle support, carrying a heavy pack. But that's fine, because we've got something really cool planned for today. Honestly, these woods freaking suck because I always think I know which direction I'm headed, and then I check my compass and at some tree I kind of turned the wrong way, and then I have to like figure out which direction is the right direction. But I think I found the first landmark I was looking for. This old meadow is sort of my orientation point. It's elongated, and if I leave it in the west facing direction, I should be headed right to some old fields that I'm looking for. I'm following this sort of riverbed, not really, more of like usually soggy area that isn't currently soggy, thinking that it will be easier to follow. I was wrong, but gotta push through. Found the first clue. Looks like I'm not the only one who's been exploring here. That's pretty impressive. Good job to whatever farm kids did that. I found the tractor tracks that I saw on the map, and these fields belong to what we're looking for. But they're the only ones that are still intact. I feel like that gives it away, but we're looking for old farmhouse ruins. While passing through the fields, I saw this covered up thing in the ground, and I was immediately sure that it must be an old well. So of course I had to go check, and looky there, I was right. It was actually super deep, and my intrusive thoughts immediately went like, what if you fell in? But I didn't, so I covered it back up, but what a cool find. Well, it took a little bit of searching, but I found them. This courtyard is just magical. After exploring around these farmhouses for a bit, I actually wandered deeper into the forest and I ended up finding some other old stone buildings, but they were in even worse condition. Okay, I've returned to like the main ruins I found. I'm actually missing one set of ruins that I know is supposed to be in this area, but I haven't found it yet. So I guess that's gonna be my activity tomorrow. But I've been looking for a good spot to camp, and honestly I thought I would be camping in the ruins, but that's not happening because they're like completely overgrown. So I returned to the courtyard where there's the old farm equipment, because there's this sort of outbuilding down here, and then whatever the heck this pillow was for, but that's like a pretty neat even territory, ground, whatever. So I'm thinking I might just take advantage of these beautiful steps here and make that my home for the night. sure it's not the nicest shelter anyone has ever built, but it will do for the night. Good morning, everyone. I actually slept phenomenal. There was like no sounds out here. There was just crickets in the background, and the night sky was amazing. So I'm gonna get ready for the day and then we'll make breakfast. I actually came prepared with some German style pancakes that I made the day before, and I just spread some butter on them and then tossed some cinnamon sugar on there, rolled them up and reheated them on the stove. I love exploring old places like this. Even if it's not an old battlefield and no king or queen has ever set foot on this land, to me they always feel historically significant. There's just something so special about walking through stones that once used to be a part of someone's everyday life. I love imagining what it might have looked like back then and who these people were. Was there a vegetable garden hidden in this yard? Where did they keep the chickens? Did they have oxen or horses to pull their farm equipment? Do you think they went to the old church in town? And did they really walk there every Sunday? There were generations brought up on this land. There must have been tears and laughter and so many stories told that are forgotten now. I wonder how different life was back then. I wonder how they made it through the harsh winters. But most of all, I wonder why they left. For my way home, I decided to follow the tractor tracks, even though they lead in the complete opposite direction of where I parked my car. But they lead to a road eventually, and since I didn't have anything else to do that day, I decided to view it as exercise and just take the long way home. On my way to the road, I actually stumbled across another abandoned farmhouse, this one much more recent, and did a bit of exploring, and I don't know, there was a lot of weird sounds. It was a bit creepy, but what a cool discovery. I think we've got another abandoned well. This one looks so cool. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's deep. Thank you so much for watching and joining me on this little adventure. Like, subscribe and say hi in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.